Get in! I'm gonna teach you how to car camp across country. What you mean you got a job? You don't even like that job. Go get your sunscreen. Come on!
My name's Ashley and welcome to my very first YouTube video! I'm so excited! I have wanted a YouTube channel for so long, probably too long in fact, but I'm finally doing it and I'm so proud of myself. We're making progress. We're chasing our dreams. Yes! I know you're here for car camping, so let's get to it. Car camping has been one of the best things that I've done for myself and I've done some pretty cool things. It's expanded my worldview, allowed me to see most of the United States for very cheap. Plus, I just feel like more of a badass. I'm capable of so much more than I ever thought that I was before. I put out a fire and saw a bobcat in the same day. And I'm here to tell you about it. If you want a car camp, I want to help you do it. I'm your girl. So today I'm going to teach you how to car camp across country. Step 1. You gotta have a car. Now, you do not need a luxury vehicle to go on a car camping trip. I repeat, do not go buy a Sprinter van before you even know if you like life on the road.
Bob, word on the street is there's 2 kids trying to return an RV.
I got into car life because I was interested in van life, but I just knew I could not drop $50K on a conversion before I had even been on the road. So you don't need to go out and buy a new vehicle, but you do need to make sure that the one you have is mechanically sound. Don't try to take that hoopty across country. Make sure before you go on a road trip, you're going to a mechanic so that they can make sure that your engine is engineing and your tires are doing all the car stuff. Clearly, I'm not a mechanic, but I do have one that I go to before I go on any long road trip to make sure that everything is in working order. Step 2, plan your route. I use Google Maps to pin all of my destinations so I can see how long it's going to take me to get between 2 places. I only drive like 3 hours at a time, so I like to get a good idea of what my driving days are going to look like. Also get an estimate on what gas might cost me. Also, Google Maps has been really good for inspiration. You know, before I started car camping, I didn't really know a lot of nature spots. So Google Maps has like, they'll show you little icons, like a little camera icon. And it's like, people like this place to take pictures. So before you get on the road, go to Google Maps, pin your destination, see what your driving days are going to look like, and maybe even get some inspiration. Step 3, plan your playlist. Music, audiobooks, podcasts, YouTube videos. These are all my best friends when I'm on the road. Pro tip, download some of your favorites of each of these before you get on the road because a lot of these here in the United States don't have Wi-Fi or cell service. So unless you're like me and you're okay listening to the voice in your head or practicing conversations that might never happen, download your playlist. Step 4, pack your car. Now, I know this might sound like an easy thing to do, but it's probably the most difficult step. 2 years of road tripping under my belt. I still don't do it the best. I always bring things that I don't need, and I always leave things behind that I wish that I had. On this trip, I brought 5 pairs of shoes, and I bought a 6th somewhere along the way. I only wear 3 of them. The rest of them are just taking up space. So when you're packing your car, think about the things that you absolutely need to feel comfortable, and then the things that you need for the activities that you want to do on this trip. Pack those things. If you're second guessing it, you probably don't need it. And you do not want to overpack on this trip because when you're car camping, you must live amongst your things. So when you're packing, you need things like blankets, pillows, a mattress, a camp chair, window covers, possibly a cooler or a fridge, and if you're fancy, some sort of power source. You don't need 5 pairs of shoes. 6 pairs of shoes. Pro tip, there is so much value in a test run. Pack your car with all the things that you think you're going to bring on this trip, and then go on a mini camping trip or just drive around and sleep in the driveway. Try to maneuver in that space so you can see if you're going to stay sane. I'll do a video on my car camping essentials very soon. Step 5, it's time to hit the open road. Say goodbye to your loved ones or sneak out in the dead of night. I don't know your situation and I try not to judge. Before you hit the road, make sure you have fuel. When you're on the road, keep an eye on your fuel. Also keep an eye out for signs that say things like, last gas station for 100 miles. That's important. That'll come back. Also, if you have road rage, go ahead and let that go now because there are tons of mean, mad, nasty, salty, in a rush drivers on the road. And if you give them each the time of day, you won't enjoy a moment of your trip, okay? So, woosah. You don't want to die of high blood pressure before you get to where you're going. Woosah. I like to stay all the way in the right-hand lane and just pretend that anyone who's rushing past me or like being an asshole is on their way to work, because we've all been there. Number 6, you can't drive forever. You gotta find somewhere to sleep. Some people use apps like iOverlander to find these beautiful, lush, free campsites. Other people use BLM Land to stay on, which is also free. Mostly desert from what I've seen. No shade to the desert. Actually, there is no shade in the desert. Probably why I don't like it. I like to stop driving whenever I want to. And since I'm in a Prius that's pretty stealthy, I usually park wherever I want to. Mostly in residentials or hotel parking lots. Now, if you're gonna stay in a hotel parking lot or residential, really at a campsite too, but mostly like if you're in someone's business or home area, be respectful, okay? Don't go in there bumping your music. Do not litter. So many litter bugs out here. And don't overstay your welcome. A good rule of thumb is to come in late and to leave early. I try not to go into a spot until I know I'm ready to go to bed, and then I try to leave by 9. That's early for me. I will do a more in-depth video on places to sleep because there are tons more and I've used them all. Also, a good rule of thumb is to leave things better than you found it. And that's in reference to litter. I've been to so many beautiful parks and there's trash everywhere. Y'all didn't get the memo that littering's not cool? If you litter, your breath stinks.
Ew!
Step 7, repeat steps 5 and 6 until you're where you want to go. But since we like nice even lists around here, I'm going to give you 3 more pro tips. Number 8, Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is a great investment and one of the holy grails of essentials for nomads. They're everywhere. Most of them are 24 hours. And I think the black card is like $22. Great place to shower, work out, and charge your devices. Get it. Get it. You want it. Number 9, AAA or some sort of roadside assistance through your insurance is also a great investment, especially if you missed that sign that says, last gas station for 100 miles. I promise you, there's a man named Mike out there. And Mike wants to charge you What is this? What is this? And Mike wants to charge you $30 a gallon if you run out of gas. He is waiting, his old greedy self, waiting for you to run out of gas with no backup plan. So get you some roadside assistance or AAA. Number 10, a budget. A budget is a great tool for the longevity of a trip. So before you hit the road, make sure you know how much money you have to spend on things like gas, food, campsites, activities. Admittedly, I have made a mini budget, but I rarely stick to them. So I'm not a great resource on this one, but I do know that budgets help a lot of other travelers prolong their trips. So they are a good tool. I just tend to try to manifest more money and that's been working for me. Speaking of, dear universe and Mr. YouTube, please let hundreds and hundreds of thousands of adventurers see this video. And Mr. YouTube, please monetize this video so that I may be a full-time adventurer. Amen. If you like this video, please hit the like button. I used to be so stingy with my likes, and really it makes no sense because the least you can do for a content creator that you found helpful is boost their content. I don't know why I used to do that. Don't fall into my trap. Hit the like button if you liked it, and if you didn't like it, you're free to dislike it, though. Why you so stinking? I'll be posting more videos on Mondays, so subscribe and turn on your notifications so you can know when I'm uploading next about car life, tools for self-development, and did I mention I have a school bus that I'm turning into a tiny home? I'm real excited. It's gonna be good. Comment below and tell me where you're dying to road trip to because I need some more suggestions. My first YouTube video is done. If you made it this far, you might want to follow me on social media. I'm at Ashley Holston's on every platform. I made it easy for you. Thank you so much for watching. Happy car camping, friends. Bye. Oh, it's done. It's done. Am I gonna post this? I'm probably gonna post it. If you're seeing it, we're car camping round the country. Country driving, country vibing. We're seeing the United States anthem. I haven't gone. Well, I saw Canada. That song is accurate.
Subscribe now.